back. We're back. We're gonna watch some more backlash, guys. Hope you guys can actually hear me. Hold on, guys. More episodes. I go to. Do do do.
He who has the gold has the power. He who has the power has the gold. Control. Dominance. In the end, someone may have all the gold. In the end.
Hello, guys. We are live. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having fantastic Thursday here.
Be satisfied. Which
Let's go.
Introducing X-Pac, the incredible and Albert
The Dork faction. They call them the Dork faction. We are.
This thing gets out of control. It's going to be all doubles. No doubt the Phillies are the masters of mayhem. There goes Spike Dudley. Just drove his foot right into the solar plexus of the 350-pound Albert. And now Spike's body being put at risk by his own brothers for the family cause. That would be news of the human torpedo by Bubba Ray and Devon. And the early advantage goes to the W bar. Just Incredible brought back in. And referee Teddy Long will have his hands full here with these highly spirited six athletes. As Paul Heyman mentioned, a lot of bad blood between the two teams. And the combination is Spike Dudley looking for the three here. For Spike, the root of the Dudley litter, as he was referred to, about 150 pounds with his boots on. But can you imagine how tough he is? He has survived all the beatings he got as a kid. And Spike looking for, oh my God, he was looking for the Dudley dog and the 6'8", 350-pound.
Damn. It like threw him off like he was nothing.
Big Daddy Dudley's DNA all over the ring here with little Spike. Pretty predicament there by Just Incredible. And Spike Dudley has been isolated here. And it's kind of strange to me that Spike that's not a good landing. Not in my book, it's not. Kind of unusual to me that the Devon and Bubba Ray would have allowed Spike to start this match. Well, actually not, because Spike is as tough as they come, like I said. He survived all the beatings, and now he gets the tag. Devon Dudley knocking down X-Pac. Well, lost us 3 times. Nice high hit block from Just Incredible. And a straight right hand with 08 3/8 Albert on the apron.
Man, this one is actually looks pretty good.
Right in the face of Devon Dudley. No reason to pick a fight with a man the size of Albert. It just doesn't make sense to me. This crowd is certainly anticipating, as we all are, our main event tonight with the WWF Intercontinental and Tag Team titles.
Oh yeah, what's up, man? Oh, sorry if you see no bed sheets there. My cat got sick last night because my cat eats real fast. Yeah, my cat got sick last night, so had to redo my bed and everything. So how you doing, Gunter? I'm actually just watching some Backlash because on Sunday I want to do Backlash. Oh, it's all good. I've been there. Yeah, I was half asleep when it happened too. Just been up right on my wrestling blanket too. My Roman Reigns, my Johnson, Backlash, Triple H. Yeah, had to rename the one because I went live and I called it WWE Backlash, so I had to put the number in there after it was done. I was up till about maybe 2:00 around that time because I was doing some Backlash. I'm actually doing watch along backlashes, and ever since I've done those, I'm getting more subscribers from it.
He's a physical guy. That's what scares me about him. And personally, I'm a fearless man. Devon Dudley also very fearless in another way. Going to find out his
The Dudley Boys. I remember when Teddy Long was the referee back in the day.
A lot of personal issues between the Dudleys and the X Factors. X Factors thinking that they've been shortchanged by the WWF marketing department. What's this show? Takes down Devon. If Devon's going to be afraid of something tonight, he needs to fear the educated feet of X Factors.
on, Devon. Trying to see if Louis is going to get on the Cowboys, and that doesn't work out. Other WWE 2K25 games on Twitch stream. Yeah, if I'm not live, I would definitely check it out. If not, are you eventually going to post them on YouTube?
Straight kick right to the abdomen. Now both arms underhook.
Yeah, I just got done with my universe mode. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I just got done with my universe mode this Sunday around 12 or 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Will be Night of Champions. We just got done with the last pay-per-view. And now I'm going to join you early and they tune in for, yeah. I was trying to get that out of the way so I could have been here for the backlash episodes. Come on, Dudley! Boy, Dudley! That's Pop. I was going to. Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm going to continue doing videos like this, leading up to pay-per-views. I'm still doing, I think that's time you see me on YouTube. Live, probably live. Yeah, SummerSlam. Because I own the, is it Night Champions? Was it Clashing? It's May 31st. I know it's that pay. Yeah, we definitely we gotta do one eventually. I gotta try to, because the way my thing is. Ooh, tables. You're the first one told so far for it, but that's what I'm thinking. Until then, it will mostly be shorts and maybe some long videos. Yeah, I'm planning on doing my predictions Friday night after SmackDown or Saturday morning before I leave for my before I leave to go see my cousin. Yeah, I only know what time I'm gonna be home Saturday, so I'm gonna miss mostly all backlash. Oh no, Bully Ray's gonna go through the table. Bully Ray's going through the table. Oh no, he ain't. Uh-oh, that's fucked through the table. Testify. This was the good days in the back in the day. The good wrestling. We still get good wrestling occasionally, but sometimes the shows ain't like they were back in the day. W doesn't matter. Yeah, who doesn't? The Dudley Boys, man. I love the Dudley Boys. Love playing them. But it Yeah. Yeah, as long as you do shorts, long videos should work out for your channel. My channel is getting up there ever since I started doing these live live pay per view stuff. Who's this?
Your ladyship, your ladyship.
Who in the
Duchess of Queensville finally.
the heck is that?
My trip will be so much better once I'm out of this horrible, horrible city.
I wholeheartedly agree with you, but your ladyship, thank you once again for coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting me.
Gentlemen, look, I know you're used to guarding the Duchess, but
I'm
America
going
is a
to
far
try
away
and
place,
get
not very
at
far,
least
Jerry.
five
So remember,
through
forward
this.
is for
I
arms.
have several videos in mind
We can
already.
stand alone.
Oh, awesome.
I'm sorry,
Awesome.
ladyship.
I hope you hit.
Please, gentlemen,
Hope
take it
I
over.
hope you hit five
By the way, dear, you look absolutely
Five-
ravishing tonight.
5,000. Yeah,
Magnificent.
yeah,
You
or
wonderful.
500. Yeah, you should be on your way. I already saw you at.
You are
What
just
number you
minutes
at?
away from your ultimate submission match with Chris
I know you're
Benoit.
up there.
Frankly, you're awfully calm.
And why wouldn't I be? What's wrong with
Yeah, as long as you keep doing videos like that, man, you'll get there.
You know, ever since I beat Chris Benoit,
Oh, Kurt Angle.
he isn't going around saying
Yeah,
he's
you're
the
close.
best
You're at
wrestler today
362 now.
because he loves to squat.
Yeah, you're getting there. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you'll get there.
And he knows that later tonight, the clock may show 30
Sucks
minutes,
that the
but the
way YouTube is nowadays.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to shine my medals.
Guys, excuse me, I had to shine my medals. Kurt Angle is, man, he was one crazy dude. Oh no. Jim Ross and Paul Heyman as the commentator back in this day. Rhino versus Raven, a hardcore championship match. I forgot Paul Heyman was a commentator back in the day. Raven, Rhino. Raven versus Rhino. Oh, I forgot Rhino was a hardcore champion back in 2001. Well, let's go. What time is it? And they did have the shopping carts back in the day. Yeah, P, you only need one 01 to arrive on Freeland. I asked and for at least 60 days, so not bad at all. Yeah, I don't do live on Facebook because just the way wrestling is and stuff. But I'll go live on YouTube, Twitch. I actually started going live on Twitch again.
He's seen Raven in many situations with us. Has a very high threshold of pain he's going to need here.
Ooh! Face first!
Could be over early, but it's not. Going to take a lot more than that to put down the big bad Rhino. And at 275, he is a thick. From the mean streets of Detroit, Michigan.
get my drinks.
Trash can getting around the head Rhino, and there's Cooper and Raymond with 2 near falls in this contest. Remember, no disqualifications.
Yeah, I don't blame you for using Twitch because YouTube is crazy nowadays. You gotta be a certain age to go live. Oh, that's awesome. I don't even know how many I got. Because I really don't know how to look it up on internet unless I just go to my name on here. Okay. Twitch.
Raymond barely able to stand here after that shot with a trash can. And Raymond came up close and personal with the steps.
And the influence that could be copyright. So true. What is my the files doing kind of on here? I don't even remember how many followers I had on Twitch. No. Oh, I'm currently at 11 followers. So I'm good. I'm getting there. Okay, so not much then. Also, you going live for TNA? Yes, I am. I will be live for TNA at 9 p.m. It's hard to get files on Twitch compared to YouTube. YouTube can be hard too, but you don't have to do videos a lot, but you still get subscribers somehow. Yeah, I was at 1.202 subscribers. I'm now at 1.205 subscribers. Yeah, TNA from last week, and then I'll probably join you tonight. Oh yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here through the entire show. I'm just doing some backlashes. This is my second video tonight. Yeah, but we'll definitely be going live for that. I already have it scheduled, and I also scheduled for Friday Night SmackDown tomorrow. Oh, the thing is, YouTube is free and not everyone has Twitch. Yeah, I didn't have Twitch for a very long time, and then one day I just decided to get it. I know I barely use it, but once I get back on my Xbox, I'm gonna start using it. What I might do is YouTube the James Bond game first, and then put it on Twitch on Xbox. The thing is, because James Bond game comes out. Hold on, what's date? Today's the. So today's the 7th. Yeah, I think the James Bond game comes out in about 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. Yeah. I don't know. I need it on my PlayStation, but it's great on that spot because with PlayStation you can do it on YouTube, and I kind of like that better. Yeah, my Xbox you can I couldn't figure it out before how to share Twitch to like Discord and all that, but I finally figured it out on Xbox how to do it. I still got to figure out how to do it on PlayStation because that's mainly why I've been on lately.
Building some momentum with this man beast. Rhino's got a chance here. Rhino with a cover. And roll Rhino. That left shoulder off the canvas as the referee's hand was coming down. Raven can't get frustrated.
Come on, Rhino. Rhino, you got this. Oh, he got the shopping cart. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit better. He's going to run him over with the shopping cart? Cool. Yeah, just so I didn't know that there was a way. Yeah, Xbox is a lot easier how to do it. But PlayStation, I still got to figure out how to share it. That's why I had to do it on my phone sometimes because I can't figure it out. if that makes any sense.
You gotta wonder how much more harder this man's anatomy can take. The human body can only take so much. Rhino.
Oh, Rhino. Gore! 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 Oh, gore into the shopping cart! He just gored in. He just gored into the shopping cart. That's hilarious. Yo, let's go. Wait for the gore into. Did not see that happening. Yeah. That was awesome. And still the hardcore champion, Rhino.
I'll tell you what, Rhino's got nothing to be ashamed of in this losing effort because he had on more than one occasion less than a count away from defeating Rhino, who seems to be impervious to pain and impregnable. Oh man, Rhino is the man beast. 6'2", 275 pounds. Take another look at that. He's just hanging, and he just demolishes that poor shopping cart. But here it is, the great equalizer. And a 1-2 beat Rhino. A hell of a hard fought battle between these two. It took a lot out of Rhino as well, but he retains his hardcore title. Ladies and gentlemen, just a little bit later on, it's going to be Shane McMahon going one-on-one with a 7'2", 500-pound Big Show in a wrestling match, in a last man standing match. And Paul, Shane McMahon is at a huge, no pun intended, disadvantage. Can you talk about Shane?
Oh, crap. Shane versus the Big Show back here. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Oh, what's up, man? What's up?
As he evidenced last Thursday night on SmackDown.
Hello, Big Show. I saw what you did to Test, so I thought I'd try to calm you down by reading from this fable to turn that frown upside down. This story stars a giant beanstalk and a
Shame, man, you're dead.
But for the purposes of this story, the boy will be named Shane O'Mac. Now, Shane had a dad that was angry and crass because at WrestleMania, Shane kicked his dad's ass. Shane's dad was sore he could barely walk. So he called Shane out for a father-son talk. They stood in the ring, face to face and toe to toe, when Vince called out for the giant Big Show. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I'm 7 foot tall, but me, funny dumb. Show grabbed Shane by the neck, picked him up off the mat, then chokeslammed Shane down with a ferocious splat. Vince grinned from ear to ear upon seeing the crash, said you two will compete this Sunday at Backlash. Once the match started, the giant looked high and low, but he couldn't find Shane. Which way did he go? Up to the top of the mighty beanstalk. The people were stunned. They could barely talk. The fairy tale ends with a mighty crash landing. And it was all said and done. Shane O'Mac was the last man standing.
Shane, an entertaining story there. How wise do you think it is to poke fun at the Big Show before your last man standing match?
Shane, listen. Excuse me. I was thinking about this, and you know, if you would just apologize to Dad, I mean, sincerely apologize. But he might call off the match against the Big Show. I mean, Shane, do you have any idea what Dad has told Big Show to do to you tonight? You know what, Shane? Your biggest problem is that you live in a fantasy world. At least Dad lives in the real world.
This story is real. I'll tell you one thing. With this story tonight, we'll have a happy ending.
Damn. Stone Cold.
Let me do the thing. Stone Cold. All the titles are on the line tonight for main event here at Backlash. What about the possibility of you losing the World Wrestling Federation Championship?
Stone Cold Steve Austin will lose a damn thing. Do you realize who you're talking to, son? My name is Stone. Shut up. My name is Stone Cold Steve Austin. I ain't gonna lose a damn thing. All Triple H has got to do is do his part, and everything's gonna be just dandy. Do you understand me? Fine. Everything's over.
Oh, put that down. It's disgusting.
Excuse me, Duchess of Queensberry. Duchess, excuse me, Your Majesty. I was wondering if you could please enlighten us on the rules of the Duchess of Queensberry rules match that's going to take place here tonight.
I beg your pardon, but who are you?
Your Highness, I'm Jonathan Coach from the World Wrestling Federation. And I was just wondering if you could tell our worldwide audience what the rules are for the match tonight.
Ah, yes, it's really very simple. In order to win...
You don't have to answer that. This man's a commoner. Coachman, you should know better. Badgering the Duchess like that. Who do you think you are?
Well, Commissioner, you told me earlier once the Duchess arrived, I could ask her any question I wanted to.
Rubbish! I said no such thing. Now, you better be gone with yourself, sunshine, or she'll be back calling potato sack races in Kansas City or wherever you're from. Go on, bugger off! Bugger off! Your ladyship, I apologize for these commoners, but I appreciate you very much coming to watch my match tonight. When you go out there, don't forget, dear, don't look anyone in the eye, because all of these people are insanely jealous of your beautiful good looks. Take care of the gentleman, please. Enjoy yourself, dear. Whatever the world a Duchess of Queensberry rules match is, I ain't got a clue. Neither do I. Well, this whole thing started soon after Regal became the commissioner of the WWF. Welcome to the first official game of the Regal regime. God, Regal, would you please shut the hell up? You listen to me, sunshine. I will not. I will let the total right here come out here and besmirch me. And now Regal has made this match. Jericho versus entire right to censor. This is nothing more than punishment. It's a match set up by Commissioner Regal. Handicap table match. W's in 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I remember this.
You are getting away, lovely. Oh no. Because you will face me, your Commissioner William Regal, in a Duchess Queensberry rules match. I have no clue what the Duchess of Queensberry rules are. No one seems to know. It's your boy Regal, of course. Nobody knows more about Duchesses and Queens than William Regal. Regal, it's good that you know your history, because on Sunday at Backlash, you're gonna get The following contest is the Duchess of Queensberry Rules Match. Introducing first from Blackpool, England, weighing 240 pounds, the Commissioner of the World Wrestling Federation, William Regal. I agree with that side. Hello to all my friends here in Chicago. Hello. I would now like to introduce not the most flattering chance in the commissioner ball. I'm insulted. Ladies and gentlemen, the Duchess of Queensberry. Well, you know, it's about time legitimate royalty was on the So let me get this straight. That is the Duchess of Queensberry? That's strange because I thought that the Duchess of Queensberry looked a little more like this. She has a nice smile. The Duchess? Although to be quite honest, I don't know which one of you looks more like a man. Smile, Duchess. But even though Chicago is the Windy City, from the looks of it, it seems that Queensberry is the ugly city. Why would you want to incite the Duchess? He's insulting royalty, is Mr. Jericho. The poor mom is still mourning the loss of Princess Di. Well, here we go. The bell is sounded, and folks, call what we see, but we don't know the rules of the structure. They
of a Duchess of Queensberry rules.
Do you think the referee knows the rules?
That's doubtful.
This could be very interesting.
And Regal got a cheap shot on a break, and Jericho fighting right back. I don't know. Balls, we're just going to kind of go along with you at home and here in the arena as to how this match progresses. And again, Regal knows the rules, but he's the only one apparently that does. Nice wrist lock applied by William Regal. Jericho is at an obvious disadvantage here. As we mentioned, he has a clue what the rules are. And now Jericho going up on top. Nailing the commissioner. It was a commission that cost Jericho the Intercontinental title. And many say that that's exactly why Triple H has that title today, thanks to our commission.
Well, the commissioner can back up any ruling that he makes. He's not just subjective. He is a physical commissioner.
Corporate commissioner in my view. And in any event, right now, Chris Jericho, the young man from Winnipeg, Manitoba, with the right hands and kicks, and now dropping our commissioner all across the security wall. And Jericho tossing Regal back into the ring.
He is besmirching the commissioner, and that's my problem with Y2J.
Jericho looking for the missing rock kick, did not find it. And Jericho landed on that arm. May have hurt his elbow there, I'm not sure.
And notice how the commissioner now takes advantage.
Yeah, I like to move my mouth down, so I might have to get off. Oh, take your time, man. I'll be back for TNA tonight, so we'll be good. Oh, good, Gunter. I appreciate you stopping by.
Taking advantage of Jericho beating down Y2J. And, of course, waving to his public. Very important for loyalty.
He certainly perceives himself to be a goodwill ambassador. And that European uppercut, that shot. Now Jericho caught him again and knocked the knockdown of Y2J by Commissioner William Regal.
A victory by the commissioner here, he might get knighted. He might get knighted for his efforts.
Well, I guess that's always a possibility.
I'd love to be knighted.
When you're alongside Elton John and all those famous folks that have been knighted.
Have you ever been knighted?
No. I ain't doing any nights in Oklahoma. As Jericho fighting his way back up now. We still don't have a hint as to what the uniqueness of the rules of this match are. It looks to be pretty basic thus far anyway. And the southpaw, but that left foot. What is fastener stuff? He's going to get our commissioner in trouble here. He's constantly waving and nobody catches it.
Maybe that's part of the rules. Ever think of that?
Out here. A hurt coming on the top. Regal off the top as Regal trying to impress the lovely Duchess sitting here at ringside.
And she is a beautiful lady, isn't she?
Well, let's not get carried away. I'm sure she's a nice person. I don't know the lady. Her Majesty.
Well, Her Majesty knows the rules, and Regal knows the rules, and Y2J knows he has to fight for his life against the commissioner tonight.
Our night badge, I suppose I should correct myself, her ladyship.
And the referee just has to wing it. That's all he has to do.
Nice line forward by Jericho, again knocking down Regal, whose chest is a bright red from those knife edge chops. And Regal looking to take Jericho out of the modified bulldog. And Regal driven face first to the canvas.
He's going for the lion song.
Oh, he caught it. Jericho caught the lion song. He's got the... What the hell's that? The bell ring. What didn't count?
Ladies and gentlemen, according to the Duchess of Queensberry rules, the time limit for round one has expired.
Round one?
Oh, I didn't tell you about the round.
Round one?
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that to you. Restore the sequence.
Well, the round one is over. Round two has begun.
Okay, so if Jericho wins in round two, then he's the better man. It's that simple.
Quite frankly, my book, Jericho's already won this match. And Regal catapulting Jericho, hanging Jericho up across the top rope. Oh, man, what suplex that was.
And he landed right on his forehead, which drives the head back. Jericho could be suffering from a whiplash situation. And Commissioner, how are you? Sir, madam, ma'am?
Commissioner continuing to attempt to impress her ladyship. And now Regal looking for his favorite submission maneuver, the Regal stretch.
And Jericho's blocking the arm, and Regal got it! Regal got it!
Regal's got the Regal stretch up with Jericho. Jericho's face turning bright red from the pressure of this maneuver.
He's so close to the rope, but so damn far away.
This match could be over at any moment here. Jericho inching toward the bottom rope. Inching, and he's got it. And the referee now calling for the break. 2, 3. And finally, our commissioner, with a blatant cheek shot there, it finally breaks the hold.
Well, we've established that you have a 5 until break, right?
Yes.
So the referee, again, he's swinging it, but he's doing a pretty damn good job. And it's a very fair contest in round 2.
On the roll up. And now Jericho trying to turn Commissioner Regal. Referee was surprised look at his face as we did when that book sounded earlier. And here we go. And it's over. Jericho for the walls of Jericho. Making the commissioner.
Ladies and gentlemen, according to the Duchess of Queensberry rules, you cannot win by submission.
What the hell can you win by?
Pinfall, of course. Look, it says it right here in the rules. If I mentioned a submission thing to you before, I'm sorry. I really do apologize. I meant to buzz you on that. You should come to one of those announcers meetings.
And this is a load of chicken liver. Listen, wait a minute. It's Jericho.
Oh,
Her ladyship.
Whoa, relax. She's a duchess. She's royalty.
And the royal agency, there they are.
Let's go. The table's over there.
Look at this man. It's a scepter, and the referee has called for a disqualification.
According to the Duchess of Queensberry rules, there is no disqualification.
It says that right here, JRC. No disqualification. Rounds, no submissions, and no disqualification. My observation of people's house is the best work I've ever had.
Well, all I know is that Jericho is going to hit right between the eyes. Jericho's almost out of it here after getting hit with the ladyship's scepter, and that's going to be Jericho kicked out. And Regal can't believe it. And quite frankly, I thought it was academic after that shot with her scepter. Woman carrying a scepter. Another shot down by Regal. But what else? Are there any other surprises you want to inform all of us?
I'd like to, but I can't. All I can tell you is this, and this is no surprise. Jericho is taking a whale of a beating.
I don't even know a damn bit more about this than any of the rest of us.
You're welcome.
And Regal now. He's making it up as he goes along. Is that what we're doing here?
What we're doing here,
What's happening?
what we're doing here is demonstrating what happens when you fight City Hall. And the commissioner, the physical commissioner, is employing a beating on Y2J.
Well, I'll tell you what, double arm suplex by Regal now looking for the cover. And this is going to be no snap. I'll tell you, this Duchess is no more a Duchess than you are a queen.
I have no comeback for that one. And neither does Jericho. Because right now, Jericho is at a severe disadvantage at the hands of Regal.
Jericho landing on his feet. Do the interior. Knocking down Commissioner William Regal. Now, I wonder if that's within the rules of the Duchess of Queensberry matchup.
Of course it is. Hey, you don't think this is a one-sided affair, do you?
Yes, I do. Look at this impact. Right?
And now we're not to equilibrium right now, you. And if you can't stand on 2 feet, you can't win a wrestling match.
Look, as long as a lot of other things popped out of you. Quite frankly, well, she's a beaut, ain't she? She ain't no more. She's probably from.
Easy, easy. She's royalty. She's not walking the streets of Piccadilly Circus.
Maybe that was last week. Who knows? I have no idea, but my instinct tells me she's probably not a duchess.
I mean, she's beautiful. She's not a cowgirl from Oklahoma. She's royalty.
And then Jericho stomping away at the commission with no disqualification, right, Paul?
No disqualification.
There you go.
Don't say.
And Jericho following the commissioner in. And now Jericho, but it can't win by submission. Can't win by submission, Chris. But there's no disqualification. And that was the nasty shot.
Right in the royal jewels.
And, oh my God! That brought Regal right out of it. Regal this must be her cologne or perfume or something. I don't know. Jericho took down her ladyship security.
She's not an athlete. She's royalty.
Oh my God, what is Jericho doing here?
Stop him right now.
Jericho has lost it. This could be an international incident. Oh my God, he's pulling. Oh, good Lord. Look at the bloomers and the walls of Jericho. And the ladyship is tapping out. But Regal a chair shot. And another chair shot. And a third chair shot. Commissioner William Regal with 3 chair shots of Chris Jericho. And I guess that's okay.
According to the rules, here is your winner, William Regal.
No disqualifications, no submissions, but the chair is legal. The winner of the match, he backed up his claims. The physical commissioner, William Regal.
For God's sake, she's coming out of her hair. Duchess Mudbutt. I can't believe Jericho just got the shafting of a lifetime.
How dare he? How dare he put his hands on the Duchess? You don't mess with royalty that way. You don't smack him around and put him in the walls of Jericho.
Hey, Vince. Shogun. Yeah. You ready for this task? Yeah. I'm ready. Now, just because he's my son, you're not going to hold back, are you? I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm going to let it fly. Let me put it another way. Because he is my son, you're not going to hold back, right? Exactly. If his last name's McMahon, I'm going to destroy him. I like that, show. I like that about you, show. So, let me just offer congratulations. We both know I'm going to be the last man standing. Yes, we do.
What kind of father is that?
The right kind, the one that instilled
30 minutes.
into his ungrateful child.
Well, folks, we're just moments away from the 30-minute ultimate submission matchup. The competitor who scores the most submissions in 30 minutes wins. This will be a war, no doubt about it. Here's how these two came together tonight.
Two of the greatest superstars of the World Wrestling Federation today, Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit. And both have two of the most fierce submission holds in the World Wrestling Federation.
Chris Benoit, the Rabbit Wolverine, the machine. Benoit is a machine. Benoit disgraces the master of the crippler crossface. Benoit living with a crippler crossface. He's got it locked in. official career in the WWF than anyone in WWF history. Two of the greatest submission wrestlers in all business. Benoit and Angle in the season of his guts. See first ever 30-minute ultimate submission match. 30-minute ultimate submission match. Most submission maneuvers. Submissions in 30 minutes for the win match. Submission after submission. 30 minutes. Submission match in class. Chris Benoit getting his final warm-up here before his 30-minute matchup. Ultimate submission match with Kurt Angle here just a moment or two away. And what about that Duchess of Queensberry?
Oh, I think the Duchess is a great lady, and I want to apologize to the Duchess for Y2J's behavior. I'm sorry, ma'am.
She's more like a front driver than me.
It's the 30-minute ultimate submission match. Introducing first from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 287 pounds, Olympic gold medal winner, Kurt Angle.
Look at that guy.
In the history of WWF, that's accomplished more in such a short time as Kurt Angle. Yes, he won the 1996 gold medal for the United States at the Olympic Games. Many consider him to be the greatest 220-pound freestyle champion the United States has ever produced.
It's true. It's true. Ever since Michael Jordan quit in his prime, rather than play another minute in this town, I noticed that the city of Chicago is a little short on winners and a little long on fat, sweaty pigs. Hold a second. David Wells, Don Baylor, Jerry Krause, Roger Ebert, this whole damn arena, the list goes on and on and on. And Chris Benoit, you may not be a pig, but you're sure as heck gonna be like squealing like one tonight. And if these people could sit still long enough, rather than make a run for nachos, they'll know what I'm talking about. It's true. It's damn true. Man, he's wrapped up for this, isn't he?
Absolutely.
From Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, weighing 229 pounds, Chris Benoit.
Crossface versus the ankle lock. And the Wolverine machine knows he's in for 30 minutes of hell here. But so does Kurt Angle. It's a 30-minute match. And the most submissions in 30 minutes wins. There'll be a 30-second wrestle period between decisions. We have been informed.
But here's the real danger of the match. It's not just the crossface against the ankle lock. It's any submission hold by either man that can score a point. That's the problem. That's the whole thing here. Angle is so proficient at submission wrestling, and so is Benoit.
Angle earned his in the amateur. Benoit earned his in the Hart family dungeon in Calgary. Our good well wishes is too hard. While we're thinking about that, Benoit from Edmonton.
Benoit also spent a year, a whole year, 365 days in the New Japan Dojo. Can you imagine how much punishment Benoit had to survive there?
But the key word is survive, and he did. Both men locking up very aggressively here into the corner. And referee Mike Yoder trying to step in between these two. Submission matches are the focus is quite simple. It's all on an individual's joints and hyperextending those joints. That's the goal of a submission wrestler. A tap, a body part, a joint, like a knee. His angle is going toward there. And that's single leg takedown. And now, Benoit looking at that elbow and licking his chops. And look at Angle. And you notice that when Angle floated over, Benoit shot his forearm right in Angle's face.
Well, Benoit, it's not just about wrestling here, it's about counter wrestling. And in that aspect, Benoit, in my opinion, is at a disadvantage.
Both these men have increased their cardiovascular conditioning leading up to this matchup. Angle again, double leg takedown. Angle perhaps could take down with an ankle lock, and Benoit fully aware of that. And Benoit now trying to control Angle's head. They have rolled into the ropes, and the referee again will call for the break.
The defensive posture is exactly. Look at that Benoit from underneath now, trying to get a choke, a legal choke on the Angle. The defensive positioning is equally as important as any offense either man can score.
Angle the chancery on Benoit, and was a little reluctant to make a timely break. That'll take down by Kurt Angle. Again, he perhaps could do this entire match, but that's not the object. We're not scoring on points here. Only thing that counts is submissions. No pinfall. 30 minutes on the clock. And now it looks like Benoit trying to find the knee or the ankle. Angle counters. And Benoit looking at the crossface. And Angle very close to the ropes. And gets there in a hurry. And now Angle's going to let them just settle down here a little bit.
What he needs to, as we learned Monday night on Raw, the submission can come at any time. And what you don't want right now is to find yourself behind by one submission, especially when you're not even 5 minutes into the match.
They were very impressive several days ago when he did that submission clinic. And Angle somewhat is taking his time, quite frankly, and getting back into the ring. Again, as our clock continues to run, at 46 and a half minutes to go in this matchup.
The key here is not only to accentuate your own strengths, but to exploit the opponent's weaknesses. And both Benoit and Angle are so strong. Oh, man, here we go! And takedown by Angle.
Angle, known in the amateur world as a tremendous takedown artist. And with that intense look in his face.
The competition between these two has reached a point that's downright scary.
Again, Angle going to get by Benoit. Again, scoring the takedown, but no points in this match on the submissions. And Benoit looking for the triple crossface. And Benoit almost got it. Angle gets her, trying to get to the ropes, and does so. And again, Angle taking a walk here. Angle distancing himself from Chris Benoit on the triple crossface. And both men now back in the ring.
They respect each other. They may not like each other, but they respect each other's ability. And Angle right now is learning just how great of a counter wrestler Benoit can be.
Every time Angle is taking down Benoit has been able to counter. Nice face lock takedown. And again, Kurt Angle rolling out of bounds, and Benoit won't let go. And Angle now reverses the waist lock. Just countered again. Ooh. And crossface on the outside. And Angle tapping out on the outside. Well, that's not going to count. You've got to be in the ring. This is no hardcore rules. The submissions will take place inside the ring.
Well, I disagree with Benoit here. If you're in the Olympics and you roll off the mat, a tap would not count, a pin would not count. So right now, Benoit is in roll and Angle is frustrating Chris Benoit. Smart game plan by my Olympic hero.
Now Angle getting somewhat frustrated after tasting the crippled crossface down that steel chair. Angle trying to buy himself some time. I think that crossface may have pulled Angle's shoulder there more than he wants to admit here.
Well, you can't let the other wrestler know if you have a weakness, and Angle needs to hide any potential weakness he may have. And Benoit needs to calm down.
Unlike Kane, who we know has a severely injured left elbow. And that big matchup later tonight, the tag titles, the WWE title, and the Intercontinental title, all at stake. Angle is either dinged that shoulder or is wanting us to think that the shoulder is dinged. No one has scored yet. And we are at the 23 and a half minute and change mark left in this matchup. And there's a right hook. The takedown. Angle got the knee. Angle's got the knee. And that's it. Angle got the tap out.
How smart is Chris Benoit? The man is as intelligent as they come. I'll give him all the props in the world. The moment he realized that he was in that kind of a compromising position, he tapped. And you have to. It's about the longevity here. As we both established before, it's about survival.
So Angle goes one up in submissions. And again, a 30-second rest period between the falls. And this didn't take long. Here we go.
The moment you realize you're trapped, you have to tap here. There's any long-term damage, and you're a dead man.
Angle trying to get that right hand, and Benoit, that right leg and the right hands and chops, and right back to the knee goes Kurt Angle. And the chop block, taking the legs from Chris Benoit, who just submitted moments ago.
Angle didn't smell the weakness. Angle caused the weakness, and now he's capitalizing on it.
Angle, again, even though Benoit tapped out quickly to prevent any serious damage to his knee, Angle is now focusing on that appendage. Measuring. Oh, wait! Benoit with the quick choice. He caught Angle coming in. Did the Wolverine. They're taking Angle over. Benoit puts over there. No, the first down, and he does. And Angle's got no choice but to quickly tap out. And Benoit holds his hold a little long.
I told you this wasn't about the cross race against the ankle lock. Both of these men know what they're doing. The object is not to score and get a video clip. The object is to score a submission.
Angle was up 1-0, and couldn't play defense long enough. And Benoit retaliated. Benoit limping there, but Benoit came back on that arm of Kurt Angle, and Angle would like to have more than 30 seconds, but that's not the way the game is played here. Those chops just drive the air right out of you. And Angle, shoulder first into the ring post. Pretty good strategy by Chris Benoit, who has already weakened the arm of Kurt Angle.
You've got to take advantage of every advantage.
Overhand wristlock takedown, right back to that arm breaker. Right back to the arm breaker. Benoit trying to, Angle trying to flex his arm, keeping it at a 45-degree angle, and Angle in the ropes. Referee's going to call for the break, but more damage has been done to that elbow. A triangle by Chris Benoit.
Angle did not want to be down 2-1. Angle's desperately now trying to survive against Benoit.
Shoulder breaker by Benoit, focusing on that left side of the body at the elbow, the shoulder. Remember, submission is all about working on the joint. Sternum first goes Angle down to a knee, and now Benoit building some significant momentum here. And Angle desperately holding on to the ropes as referee Mike Lawler. Benoit losing his composure there somewhat. But Angle, a chair. Referee was on the other side of the ring and been shoved down. Angle to snap Benoit with a steel chair right in the head. And that's going to give Kurt Angle the advantage again. Like it or not. And now Angle with the ankle lock. And Benoit's got a tap. Angle would have broken that thing. He snapped it.
No doubt. Again, great presence of mind by Angle. He took advantage of every. And now Angle going back to Benoit.
Benoit's got 30 seconds to regroup here somewhat. And Angle certainly not want to give up any advantage whatsoever. We're about 15 seconds away from resuming this matchup with Angle up 2-1 in submissions.
You could give Benoit 15 minutes. He's not getting over the ankle lock that fast. This is a big turning point here. Benoit's in trouble, and Angle's going to take advantage of it.
We've got 19 minutes left. And now look at Angle's got Benoit's curve across face. And Benoit taps it up his own hole.
How insulting! How insulting! How degrading! What brilliant strategy by Lyle with the two Kurt Angle to make Chris Benoit tap to Benoit's own submission hold.
And that's a huge lead now for Kurt Angle. He has the clock in his favor. Angle up 3-1. And depending on strategy here that Angle chooses to utilize, the clock is an element of the Wolverine.
The Wolverine's in big trouble here now. Angle has already beaten Benoit with Angle's hold. Angle has beaten Benoit with Benoit's hold. And we have only 18-12 left. He's behind 3-1.
Didn't mean to press that.
And now Angle bringing Benoit to the apron and driving a corner of his elbow right into the solar plexus of Chris Benoit. Benoit down. 3 submissions to 1. And Angle can take his time, and he chooses to dictate a very deliberate pace. That may be his best strategy here. Nice suplex by Kurt Angle. Dropping Chris Benoit on the Wolverine's head. And again, Angle was looking for the ankle lock, and Benoit was forced. Had nothing else to do but to get in the ropes. And now Benoit being made to pay by the Olympian.
17-20 left. Angle up 3-1. Benoit is in a world of hurt right now. And Angle's not letting up on the pressure either. Nor should he.
That's not the rule. Submissions here. Come on now. Kurt Angle being very confident here. Cannot get a submission on the outside of the ring. If that was the case, Benoit would have had one early because Angle did tap out early on the outside. Overhand right. Certainly Angle enjoying now punishing Chris Benoit with that 3-1 advantage for the Olympian. And Benoit elevated Angle all the way over the top rope to the floor. And if nothing else, Benoit has bought himself a little time to recuperate, but that's not the Wolverine style.
No, and he can't. Even if he wanted to, he can't. The clock is ticking. He's down to 16 left, and he's still down 2 falls.
Right back to that left shoulder, too.
Oh, he's smart. He knows exactly what he's doing. He needs to get back to the shoulder. He needs to take advantage of Angle's weakness.
A nice dance and the shot right to the shoulder. But that big elevated the Angle over the top rope. Now it's that's it. And that was on a corner. Angle reverses the intended for Angle to go to the steps. It's reversed. And now the Wolverine machine has found himself again in a precarious position. And there's the ankle lock on the outside. And the referee's going to stop this. Angle is taking advantage of these submission rules, trying to injure Benoit even more.
Smart game plan by Bioelectric Hero. 15 minutes left. And hopefully the contest. Angle up 3-1, causing damage to Benoit. Now puts him back into the ring.
So we're halfway there in this matchup, and again, Angle going with that arm breaker, trying to hyperextend the elbow. And look at Benoit trying. He's got to hold that elbow at least at a 45-degree angle and not letting it hyperextended. We're not looking at pinfalls here. We're looking at only submissions. Benoit holding that arm, making sure it doesn't get in a hyperextended position. That's what Angle is shooting for here.
The struggling for position tells the whole story. The desperation on Benoit's face clearly tells you the story. He's down 3-1. He desperately
ball, the ropes got the break. Angle up very quickly. Angle in control. 3-1 advantage for Kurt Angle. Under 14 minutes to go in the match. Shades of the late Wilbur Snyder in the abdominal stretch. Another submission maneuver.
As much as Benoit needs those extra 30 seconds just to breathe right now, just to catch his breath, just to recuperate from the beating he has sustained, he can't go down 4-1. Not now. Not with 13 and a half left.
And Benoit counters, but not for long. And Benoit run through. There's got to cross the line right here on Angle. Angle fighting. Angle running and clean. Finally gets to it. Benoit had the torque on that elbow of Kurt Angle.
But again, Angle knows where he is at all times. Angle is using the ropes to his advantage. He makes sure that he's not in any kind of predicament at any kind of time. He's up 3-1, and there's less than 13 minutes left.
Right hand by Kurt Angle, who's holding that right arm. Benoit put with the cat here. And he goes for the sharpshooter. Benoit with the sharpshooter. Benoit with the sharpshooter. Angle screaming. You can hear that in the hot dogs and Calvary. The sharpshooter. And Benoit doesn't want to let go. But he finally does. And now Angle's got two big problems. His arm and his leg. Oh, man. Stop that. Benoit is pugnacious.
Benoit has a problem. And the problem is there's only 12 minutes left, and he's still down 3-1.
Benoit, the pinballs. That boxer crab. That crab. The knee to post. And the knee there. And then we'll tap him out. Benoit has drawn within one. Angle leading 3-2. Well, Benoit had that knee posted around the back of the neck and then half Boston crab, putting all the pressure on the lower back of Kurt Angle.
Kurt needs these 30 seconds right now, but then again, so does Benoit. Benoit can't get anxious here. He needs to catch his breath. He needs to formulate a game plan. He's within one of tying this up.
Both these young men in magnificent condition, and they had to be. They've increased their conditioning in preparation for this matchup. And Angle now running out of bounds. And that is not sitting very well. These fans here in Chicago. And Angle maybe preparing to get on his horse and trying to run away from this 11 minutes left in this matchup.
He's ahead 3-2. He is ahead. The clock is in Angle's advantage.
Well, this is not the Olympic spirit that we're seeing from Kurt Angle, quite frankly. And Benoit's got to press the issue here, Paul. He's got to continue to be the aggressor no matter where Angle goes. Benoit's got to do it.
Benoit behind. 2-3. 10.5 left. Benoit needs to keep the pressure on Angle. Angle, with the advantage, needs to use every advantage in his own favor. And he does.
And the clock is Angle's friend right now. And Angle, again, has saddled up that horse and is trying to run away in the sunset. And finally, catching Benoit coming in the ring. Maybe that's what Angle's setting Benoit for all along. And now Angle trying to keep Benoit down. Angle trying to draw another long breath. Get some more oxygen in that body.
We're under 10 minutes to go. Angle up 3-2. The advantage again with the Olympic hero Kurt Angle.
Angle, the desperation break of the face. Got in the eyes of Chris Benoit. And Benoit connected with a couple of heavy right hands. And Benoit cannot beat Angle. But Angle in the ring and Benoit on the outside. It doesn't work that way. And now Angle will try to make sure that Benoit doesn't get back in the ring. We need to stay between Angle and his competitor here, if possible anyway. Again, Angle stomping away at Benoit.
Benoit so desperate to get back in the ring, where he could possibly score a submission to tie it up.
Just over 9 minutes remaining. Benoit finally gets back in the ring, and Kurt Angle awaiting the rabid Wolverine from Edmonton. Angle got to be somewhat cautious here. Front face lock into the suplex. Driving more air out of Benoit and Angle in control here. Angle and both these men in magnificent condition. And Angle looking for that leg. And Benoit feeling it, sensing it. Quickly gets to the ropes.
8.5 remaining. Angle keeping the pressure now on Benoit. Taking advantage of Benoit's situation. But Angle, too, has to be very careful. He cannot get overconfident.
Fatigue will and perhaps has become a factor. Last toe hold, and Angle had one thing in his mind, and that was to break Benoit's ankle. The drop toe hold and looking for the ankle, and Benoit smartly gets to the ropes. But Benoit now has two enemies. Kurt Angle to the top.
We're under 8 minutes to go. And the fact is that if either man slaps on a submission hold, the opponent is in big, big trouble.
Angle tossing Benoit on the outside, and I don't know how great this is. Angle perhaps should have let Benoit out here. Angle. And oh my God, suplex. And Benoit's body just bounced right off this floor. It's a thin black mat. More for aesthetic purposes than anything else. Not a hell of a lot of protection. And that was a hard suplex. As Benoit hit with his kidneys first. Oh, Jesus. And again, out of desperation, a wrinkle of the eyes by Kurt Angle. Benoit was building some momentum, Paul. He was cut off quickly.
You have to be careful in this situation. 7 minutes to go. And either man can pull a miracle out right here with a submission. Angle. If he gets it 4-2, clearly will have such an advantage that not even Benoit can pull out of. But if Benoit ties it up, Angle could be in a very bad way.
Angle looking back at the clock, which is on one of the big screens here. There's 6:30 and change remaining in this 30-minute ultimate submission match. Angle up 3-2. With a right hand by Angle. Benoit barely able to stand, and the clear-cut advantage. The leg takedown. He's fighting for the ankle. Benoit looking for something here, and Angle found what he was looking for, and that was the sanctuary of the ropes.
As I've been saying all night long, it's the great presence of mind, not just the balance, not just the whereabouts. And now an advantage for Angle to be capitalized big time.
Big mistake by Chris Benoit, who took a chance there, and it may cost him the match. And there's another submission move by Kurt Angle. Got the arm hooked, the leg bent backwards, trying to post that elbow with a forearm right in Benoit's face, and Benoit dropping those elbows right into the ribs of Kurt Angle. But Angle trying to choke out Benoit. That arm is slipped under the chin.
The leverage that Kurt Angle is employing right now, the positioning that Kurt Angle is employing, everything right now is in favor of the Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and there's only about 5 minutes left.
Benoit's mouth wide open, trying to get that air in his body. And it may be, the end is maybe imminent here for Chris Benoit. With the arm under the chin, cutting off the oxygen supply, and Benoit, that mouth wide open, trying to suck in as much air as he can.
But all Angle has to do is hold on now. 1:48 left. Angle up by 1. If Angle can hold on, it's all his. He wins the 30-minute submission match.
Benoit can get over it, so he can't expand those lungs. And again, the leg grapevine, and Benoit fighting with everything he's got in his body to fight out of this predicament. But Kurt Angle will not unlock his hands. Angle's got those hands locked underneath the jaw of Chris Benoit. And there you see it. A great look right there. Our camera taking it right inside the ring.
Angle's running down the clock. We're at 4:10 now. And Benoit neutralized.
I think you just got their question answered. At least not on that extent. Shot right to the kidneys again. Angle knows exactly where he's placing those boots. Driving the air on Chris Benoit. Look at the placement of those kicks. They're not done randomly. Angle knew exactly what part of the anatomy, what organ he wanted to attack.
Oh, he's precise in his methodology. And now the Olympic hero, Kurt Angle.
Man, what a belly overhead suplex that was. And now Angle has a sense that he is firmly in the driver's seat. With just over 3 minutes to go. Another belly overhead throw by Kurt Angle.
Less than 3 minutes remaining. Angle up 3-2. And now the Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. If he just keeps the pressure on Benoit, will leave Backlash the winner of the 30-minute Ultimate Submission match.
But Benoit reverses. And Benoit with a suplex, a Benoit suplex. And Benoit holding on. Benoit has got to hit some big moves here. And Angle's eyes are getting glassy. Up to second suplex. And how is Benoit doing it? Angle blocked that one. Catching Benoit in the ear. Look at the, oh my God, there it is. Look, Benoit countered. Benoit countered. Looking for the ankle, looking for the knee. Angle trying to get to the rails, and Angle taps it. At 2 minutes, it changed. We are tied. We are tied at 3. And now it's a 2-minute match.
Chris Benoit just made Kurt Angle tap out to Kurt Angle's own submission hold, the ankle lock.
Man, that is, you talk about adding insult to injury. Much like Angle did to Benoit earlier, defeating Benoit the crippler crossface. And now we are tied at 3, under 2 minutes remaining. And so now, with the bell sounding at 1.5 and change, we are about 90 seconds of hell here for these two men.
Can you imagine the desperation going through both men's minds right now? Neither man can afford to lose this match.
And looks like Benoit wants to beat Angle with the ankle lock or something with that knee. Well, that's the focus right now. And Angle heading near and close and dear to those ropes.
Angle is vulnerable and he knows it. He knows that he's vulnerable. Angle definitely trying to survive against Chris Benoit.
Angle may be happy to compete for a draw here. Another waist lock. Into the bed in the back suplex by the Wolverine machine. And Angle holding on to a low blow. Angle with a low blow. Down went Benoit, who was in control. And y'all come on. They can't eat this way. Benoit on the ropes. But Angle pulling away. With 30 seconds remaining. Angle's trying to get the ankle off of Benoit, who rolls against the pressure and to the other side of the ring. 20 seconds remaining. Inside 20. To the suplex. Angle. The suplex. Angle set the ankle.
Hey.
He's going to take it. We're ready. He's going But it was after the bell, Paul. It was after the bell clearly. And we are going to end this match apparently tied at 3.
Who are you? You know, fine.
Referee talking to the ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 30-minute time limit has expired. And with the submissions all even, the referee has demanded that this match continue until sudden death.
Sudden death means it will not use the clock. And the first person to score a submission will win this match. And Angle was out there to break out in tears.
I like it. I really like it. I'd like to see who's the better submission wrestler, Angle or Benoit.
We don't need no kissing sister finishes here. It's got to be no draw. We are in sudden death overtime. And again, Angle will have to work that the ankle and knee of Chris Benoit.
Well, you can't blame him. I mean, if it's going to be a sudden death overtime, let's go for sudden death and Angle. Again, taking advantage of the weakness that he himself created.
And what a suplex that was. Well, Benoit had the advantage late in the match until that low blow by Angle turned the table, and then it was nothing but guts for Chris Benoit to hold on and that ankle lock. But the damage has obviously been done to the Wolverine. And Angle is upright. He has the momentum, it would seem. Benoit rolling through, looking to grab something. No pinfalls. No guillotine there by Kurt Angle. That's a modern version of the abdominal stretch that's vertical.
The positioning here, the struggle for the positioning is just so impressive. And now, look at the leverage that's being applied by Angle.
Angle using the ropes for an unfair advantage. And Benoit. Oh, wait! Benoit to the crossface! Benoit to Angle! We're in overtime! The crossface is
No, I'm watching a show. So no.
30+ minutes of battle. The lane to Stallions. But tonight was Chris Benoit's night. Benoit covered
I don't know why you come in here and then you freaking delete the message.
and Angle. That's what anybody would do, have nothing to do but turn
No problem calling Chris Benoit the winner. I hate to think that Kurt Angle could be deemed the loser of this match.
over 30 minutes for these two men. And Benoit on this night, before 17,000 plus in Chicago, is the better man.
Well, here it is, the triple crossface, and Angle had absolutely, positively no choice but to tap.
Undertaker very spirited there. Undertaker, see that sit with Kane or something?
You know, look at that arm. That's what concerns me.
My guess would be they're talking about what kind of excuses they should make tomorrow after tonight we take the titles off them and prove to them that we're the dominant team. My guess.
Well, you know who else is going to be making excuses? Is my brother Shane. And I tried to warn Shane. I mean, I told him he's not living in the real world. You know, he's going to lose this match with the Big Show.
Yeah. Shane's always living a fairy tale world.
Well, we'll find out fair tale or not because Shane McMahon in just a few moments will meet the 7'2", 500-pound Big Show in a last man standing match.
I don't know who that
And
was.
if there was ever an underdog here tonight, Shane McMahon is that man. How in God's name will he survive?
It's not enough that my son Shane flew down to Atlanta, Georgia, and literally right up from underneath my nose stole WCW from me. I now own WCW. There's recruiting going on here behind the scenes. All right, and you know what? Congratulations. You just got your first WWF superstar in WCW. It still remains a fact. You have the potential to be the biggest, meanest, nastiest WWF champion of all time. Which way will you go? Joe, will you go with Shane O'Mac to WCW, or will you remain here?
What kind of father would send his son in a last man standing match against a 500-pound monster?
Angry, vengeful billionaire father.
He's a bomb.
through what I'm capable of doing to Shane? Yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to it.
They're Shane! Where'd he come from? It's the big show! The big show! Can you imagine if he does this to Shane McMahon? Backlash, last man standing. You got the big show being Shane McMahon in the face of Tess here tonight.
Imagine what Shane is thinking after seeing Tess get dismantled.
Our message, big show to Shane. We meet Sunday at Backlash.
Hello, Big Show. I saw what you did to Test, so I thought I'd try to calm you down by reading from this fable to turn that frown upside down. Once the match started, the giant looked high and low, but he couldn't find Shane. Which way did he go? Up to the top of the mighty beanstalk. The people were stunned. They could barely talk. The fairy tale ends with a mighty crash landing. When it was all said and done, Shane O'Mac was the last man standing.
Introducing first,
Mr. McMahon has something. Make sure this match is happening. And Mr. McMahon has made sure that the big show is elevated until tonight. Shane McMahon as last man standing at 7 feet 2, 500 pounds. My God, Shane McMahon's got to be willing to take more chances than perhaps he should. Just to upset or survive this monstrous adversary.
and not since the days of Al Capone have there been a massacre this public.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Shane McMahon has got that McMahon song running in his veins. He knows no fear. He'll not be intimidated. But, you know, Shane's a good-sized kid. He's 6'2", maybe 230, maybe 240, I don't know.
Right, so he's facing a man clearly a foot taller and probably twice his weight.
Exactly.
Okay, my prediction, Shane McMahon is going to get his ass kicked.
I don't think you're going down the limb on that one there, pal. And we're Shane McMahon.
Let me guess, which way did he go, right?
And Shane McMahon using that Kindle stick all over the big show, who's not the valedictorian of his high school class, I don't think. Shane McMahon heading the big show that book Shane O'Mac chants, bringing out the outside arena here with 17
Let's get cool.
Shane fighting for his life, using that kendo stick. And there's oh man. Now that's the difference maker. One huge clothesline from a guy that size, and the whole complexion of the match changes.
No doubt about it, the Big Show, 7 feet 2, 500 pounds, and Shane McMahon is being pressed into the ring.
And Shane McMahon's done all the amazing things. He surprised us on more than one occasion in big match environment. And Big Show, listen to shots. That's right in that spine. 3 hard shots. And the Big Show's up again. Trying to block that one to his big old head. There's like 6 or 7 chair shots. And finally, the 500-pounder goes down. Last man standing, no pinfall. The match will end if a man cannot answer a pinfall. And referee Jack Doan utilizing that count as we speak. And you he can do whatever it takes to keep the man down.
Can you imagine swinging a steel chair and connecting with another man's skull 6 times, and then he gets up for more?
Well, quite frankly, I wouldn't want to find myself in that predicament, but Shane McMahon is fearless.
What is he doing?
What does that smell? What is that?
He's trying to jag out the Big Show.
What does that smell like? An eagle or something. What is that?
I don't know, but Shane McMahon's trying to protect himself from it, and he's trying to bring the big man down.
Man, what a pungent odor that is, and whatever it is, the Big Show is moving slower and slower, and Shane holding on for dear life here. Look at the Big Show's face. It's turned bright red from whatever that.
He's dropping! The Big Show is dropping!
Remember, it's last man standing. The Big Show is fading. Shane McMahon, whatever that substance is, over the face of the Big Show, who is
not even the referee can stand the smell.
Big Show now lying motionless on the canvas, and the referee's going to utilize that count. Referee gets to 10 here. This match is over.
Now come on, look.
Oh, there's Mr. McMahon. What the hell? Now wait a minute. No, that's your own son. For goodness sakes. That's your own son. Come on. Shane beats his dad at WrestleMania, and then I get to talk. He gets more out of the steel chair. What's that about?
The owner of the WWF just cracked the owner of WCW right in the head with a steel chair.
When it looked like Shane had defeated the Big Show, Daddy Dearest makes his presence felt.
Here's Shane McMahon already the Big Show down, and Vince McMahon comes in to save the day. He's done the damage, and now Mr. McMahon leaves ringside.
Vince McMahon is straddling his own son's brains with that steel chair, and now the Big Show is trying to come around. The referee's got his count on both men here. If the Big Show gets up and Shane McMahon doesn't, the Big Show obviously win this last man standing match, and the Big Show is up.
And it looks to me like he's going to be the last man standing. Oh, he picked him up. The Big Show picked up Shane.
Well, how bright was that? Shane McMahon was out at an 8 count.
I don't think it's just about victory now. It's about punishment.
Sidewalk slam with a 500-pounder. You're right, Paul. The Big Show, he wants to win. There's no doubt about that. But he wants to hurt Shane McMahon. The Big Show thinks he's going to gain favor with Mr. McMahon if the Big Show destroys the owner of WCW.
I agree with him. I think he's right. You can question his intelligence all you want, but you got to admit he's right in that aspect.
Shane McMahon holding himself up, showing a great deal of courage and heart just to get up, and he might be well served. I was thinking of Shane, just to stay down. Shane got nothing to be ashamed of here. That was a sickening thud. Big Show's hand looked like a catcher's mitt.
I think even if Shane wanted to stay down, the Big Show would keep picking him up. This is a beating, a public beating in front of 17,154 live witnesses.
Big Show getting brought in the air around the Shane McMahon.
And you got how many more at home watching? Watching Shane McMahon get beaten by Mr. McMahon's emissary, the 7'2" Big Show.
Shane McMahon. Podcast just passed by.
This is the greatest night in the Big Show's life.
Tell ending here, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. And we're up to an 8. The second time we've had an 8 count, and the Big Show just wants to hurt this kid. He wants to break Shane McMahon's body and spirit. And he may succeed in breaking the body, but he'll never break that McMahon body and spirit. Kenny. And again, the Big Show with that sadistic side. The backbreaker. Well, the backbreaker, there's Tex. There's Tex. Tex, that big shot. That big shot is Tex. That put the altercation of the fleet. And Tex hasn't forgotten. That's how much he sees his brother-in-law one time. And the Big Show now, they break Tex in half. Tex don't over the top. Like a rag doll, he's 6'6", 270. And Tex going out into the front row. And our ringsiders here at Backlash, getting up close and personal with a young boxer from Toronto. Just got head and shoulder first into the ring steps.
The Big Show had already decimated Shane McMahon, and now the Big Show's attention turns towards Tex.
Wait a minute, where's the show going?
Anywhere he wants to, he's fine public
Every bit of it.
and all of those guys mean.
Tex grabbing the weapon, and the Big Show trying to get his hands up to protect that big mud of his. And he can just turn the table and change the complexion of a man to one move. And now Tex is going to be punished, just like Shane McMahon was punished. Shane McMahon is back to his feet, and here comes Shane down the aisle. Shane McMahon may not know where he is, but then again, maybe he does. The Big Show opening up on Tex. And Shane O'Mac, the Giant Killer, right back to the fight here. So Tex has been incapacitated. And Shane McMahon showing no fear and no intimidation. And now the big man's got a weapon. That 500 pounders got him a weapon. That put. Oh, come on.
Can you imagine what would happen if the Big Show connects? Shane needs to run like hell right now.
Shane McMahon, getting up to the Big Show, but he's got that pipe or whatever it is. And Shane McMahon doing the smartest thing that he can do. And that's to get as far away from the Big Show as he can.
But the Big Show's following him. My God, the 500-pound giant following Shane McMahon.
The biggest stalker in history on Shane McMahon, where it's Shane going. Tex pulling the Big Show down. Another shot in the Big Show's head. He's going to break his forearms if he's not careful trying to cover up with those shots. And now the Big Show, watching that big arm, that big hand. Oh, God. Tex got the whole blow in top.
The Big Show will go into choke slam Tex right there at the entranceway.
The long blow and the right hands. My God. Shane, oh my God, don't do it, Shane. Don't do it.
Oh, my God.
Shane McMahon put his body and soul on the line to prove his body for the Big Shows. And look at the broken wood, the broken bodies.
Damn, I remember this.
And the referee is counting.
How far the ball do you think that was?
My God, I have no idea.
Get Shane up.
On that staging, but both men are down. Shane McMahon and the Big Show are down. And Tex put Shane up. Put Shane over the camera. The three.
How big is this?
It's not very damn fair. But Shane McMahon is trying to tell. I think the Big Show's been counted out. And Shane McMahon has done it. Shane McMahon, here is your winner, Shane Put Shane McMahon held himself off the top of that scaffold. Roman missile. And there you see the remains of the 500-pound Big Show. Shane McMahon is, yes, the last man standing.
Look at this. Are you telling me that Shane McMahon wanted to do this? No way. Shane McMahon wanted to do this. This is the only way. Here we go.
Here's another look at this. On the top of your screen. Broken wood, broken bodies. This is unbelievable. That's got to be at least 50 feet. Maybe more. Tell you what, I've seen a lot. Oh, well, we've been looking at this piece of videotape for years. We talked about Mick Foley off the top of the cage many years ago in Pittsburgh. That had to be over 50 feet tall.
I don't even know. I can't even tell you. He was all the way up there at the top of the entranceway, and he dove off. But you know what? He had to do it. Because if he didn't do it, there was no way on earth he could put away the Big Show. He landed right on top of the Big Show.
You're right about that.
That momentum.
That's overwhelming. Shane McMahon putting his life on the line to win this match. That's how badly Shane McMahon wanted to win. It proved something maybe not only to the Big Show, to Shane's own father. Shane is the owner of WCW.
I don't care what he's the owner of, what he is right now. He's the owner of the Big Show dad. Because Shane McMahon, look what he's willing to do to take out the Big Show. My God, look at the momentum coming down on top of the Big Show.
For the love of God.
Can you tell me what the hell that is? What? Can you tell me what the hell that is?
Dad, I don't know, but you gotta calm down, okay? At least we've got the championship match tonight. All titles on the line. Austin and Triple H will not only be the Intercontinental and World Wrestling Federation champions, but they'll be the tag team champions as well.
That I can assure you. Well, I can assure you of one thing. As of this day forward, I only have one son. And his name is Triple H.
Oh, man. Now, what kind of father is that?
Yo, big up to my hometown, New York City.
Well, let's look at some different of New York. Steve, I'll tell you what, you've been in the ring with Shane McMahon. What do you think of that last move? What can you say about it? You've been there with it.
What's going on, JR?
Did you see what Shane just did?
I sure did. You know, I have to say, Shane and I have had some problems in the past, but I never expected him to pull something off like he did tonight. I never thought he'd even return to another hardcore match after the one that we had at SummerSlam. Took some real guts out there, and I was impressed as hell. So hopefully the guy's all right.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, let the Grandmaster break it down like this. You see what I'm saying, Chief? The Big Show is bad, and he thinks he's all whack, but he just got booyah by Shane O'Mac. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Give us some, dog. Give us some. Give us some, dog. Come on, dog.
We got to take another look at this. This is the damnedest thing I think I've ever seen. I thought Mick Foley off the cage was amazing. This is off the page. This is of another stratosphere. Look at this. God almighty, it's got to be 50 feet or more.
Imagine how the Big Show feels.
Oh, Martin Guerrero.
I don't know how he did it.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is the triple threat match for the World Wrestling Federation European Championship. Introducing first, from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing 223 pounds, the new World Wrestling Federation European Champion, Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy defeated Eddie Guerrero, the Canadian European Champion, last Thursday night on UPN SmackDown. Just 3 days ago. And it wasn't easy for him, but Matt got it done with that twist of fate and became the new European champion. He would have loved to be the good title this side Saturday in the UK on Sky box office as a part of the extravaganza known as WWF Insurrection.
The challengers from Toronto, Canada, 121 pounds,
Again, we'll be in the UK on Saturday. Big Sky box office extravaganza. Also, want to tell our fans in Australia, we're live on late night.
Eddie Guerrero. I don't know why that's good. Where's that come from?
Certainly one of the most respected wrestling families in our business is Eddie Guerrero. So this match, our fans know these at the same time. The first man to go baseball is submission wins. Therefore, the champion does not have to be involved in the decision to lose time. Christian wouldn't even do this match being sucked up for Regal last week.
Come on now, that's uncalled for. You know it.
Well, that's true, and I know it. And Matt Hardy, I'm Martin Man in more than one way here. Not only is he the European champion, but again, he doesn't have to be involved in the decision. This could be a situation where Guerrero and Christian double team and eliminate Matt Hardy. And quite frankly, that's exactly what they're doing. Matt Hardy thrown right out on his head, and now these Eddie Guerrero and Christian. And Christian from behind. Every man for himself.
No doubt the triple threat match. First man that scores the pin leads the European title.
Minutes are getting more near and near for the main event here tonight. The Undertaker and Kane, the tag team champions, against Stone Cold. And there is a power slam on their fall with Austin's WWF title and the game's Intercontinental title, along with the tag titles, all at stake in one match. That is still to come. Oh, nice Hurricane. What an adjustment in midair by Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero is a phenomenal athlete. Can you imagine what would happen if Eddie Guerrero left here tonight the European champion?
He would go to Insurrection on Saturday as the new man, the new European champ, and Matt Hardy back up and back in the fight.
Do you think the man that leads here the European champion also wins the heart of Lita?
I don't think so. I think Matt Hardy's going to have Lita's heart win, lose, or draw. And Matt in not a very good position here. Matt Hardy countered, avoided the contact by Christian, almost rolled up Eddie Guerrero. And now Matt looking for the grip of fate. Got a clothesline instead.
Well, Christian is no stranger to Matt Hardy. The feud between the Hardys and Edge and Christian has been a long-standing one here in the WWF. But now, both men here as singles competitors, and Eddie Guerrero, to me, is the wild card.
Nice thing about this match, in my view, is that there's no Edge, there's no Radicals, there's no Jeff, there's no Lita. It's just three guys, all with an equal chance of leaving with the European title. Rob Toho and Eddie Guerrero. And there's a sunset flip very, very near the ropes. Guerrero got his head hung up in the bottom rope. Comes up fighting. And outside goes the former European champion of 3 days ago. And Christian, who he and his partner Edge, a 7-time tag team champion. But you got to lay somewhere down the road. About singles aspirations as here tonight. If there's a cover in here, Paul.
Well, this is the way to go about it. The European Championship on the line, and now Matt Hardy in the ring alone with Christian. These two are no strangers to one another. They both know each other very, very well.
Extremely well, and Eddie Guerrero on the outside, running the winning European champion out. Matt Hardy, and boy, the baseball slide by Christian. They got both guys.
Christian wants the European Championship for many, many reasons, but most of all,
Money.
there's nothing wrong with money.
No. Nothing wrong at all. Look for the DDT. That's some quick balance and athleticism by Matt Hardy.
We haven't seen Matt Hardy just giving the money away.
And Eddie Guerrero back in the ring, hooking up Matt Hardy. Outside backhand brainbuster. Matt Hardy dropped on his head. Eddie Guerrero now, with Christian on the outside, can seize the moment. On another brainbuster. More importantly, seize the European title. And this should be all. No, looks like it. No. And Eddie Guerrero, with a look of doubt, quite frankly, and I thought he had 3.
But now's not the time to get frustrated. Now's the time to keep the pressure on.
Nice high elevation in that back body drop. As Matt Hardy peels that shirt off. That's the line of young ladies here in Chicago. And a couple of guys in the third row. With another shot right there, another right hand by Eddie Guerrero. And Matt Hardy hung up and nowhere to go. But I think we know the direction call. Over there's Christian. Christian hanging on to Matt Hardy as Eddie Guerrero attempted the Hurricane Rana. And so now Christian trying to take Matt. No! And Matt Hardy just got Christian on Guerrero. And Matt Hardy got a clothesline from the top. Matt Hardy fighting for his European title line. But that is not what Christian and Eddie Guerrero wanted. Christian going over the top rope. And he slammed. And Matt Hardy.
Leg drop.
And he does it. The leg drop scores. Leg is hooked. Oh man, Eddie Guerrero shows his toughness and resiliency, Paul.
No doubt, Eddie Guerrero definitely wants once again to reign as the European champion.
Matt Hardy's head bounced right off the apron. And that apron has very little give in it. Not very friendly. Wait a minute. Oh, come on. There's James. Wait a minute. Corderas. The referee Corderas was detained. And Eddie Guerrero now going to take advantage of making prison of the near fall.
1 second away. Eddie Guerrero was 1 second away from being the European champion.
There's James. That cheap shot. That spear. Taking down. There's Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy coming to get some revenge. And Jeff Hardy on his feet on the outside. We have prettier. Jeff Hardy on top. Jeff Hardy the small top. And now he nails it. Jeff Hardy after Jeff Swan top. The twist of fate. The leg is hooked. Jeff Hardy, your
Damn. Everyone was in that match. Jeff, Edge, Christian, Eddie Guerrero, Matt Hardy.
So Matt Hardy, once again, remains the European champion. But to me, the big story is that Jeff Hardy won the fight for his brother.
17,000 plus, or 18% of the sellout here in Chicago has just about seen it all. But we have never seen anything like the biggest elbow drop in history. It had to be 50 feet. As Shane McMahon standing on top of the structure, tested Kurt Shane to put it all on the line, and by God, the kid did it.
Look at this, off the top. I mean, how high is that ledge? Look at a tape measure. Shane McMahon, look at the momentum. Wham! On top of the Big Show's body.
Shane McMahon has to take for a medical evaluation, but up next, it will be all the major titles and the WWF on the line in one round. In this hellacious war, this all.
Sorry, that was my chair, guys.
Stone Cold Steve Austin will do anything to become the WWF champion. Is trapped inside the cage with Stone Cold Steve Austin Benjamin there. Here comes the game, and he's got the sledgehammer. What you see is the two most dominant men in the World Wrestling Federation today, in the past, and in the future. Can you believe that Man's Alliance has the Intercontinental title and the WWE title? We will do what we want. That's a fantastic. Believe me, no one can stop us. Who was it that told Triple H and Austin that these are commentators and women made them badasses? To take care of business. If you manage to beat Eddie Kingston tonight, you can have Triple H beat your Austin. Undertaker! Undertaker and Kane are tag team champions! And now we have Triple H! Listen, you had to do a little compromising with Luke. In addition to having to face Undertaker Kane at Backlash, the titles have to be up for grabs. What's so bad about that? We want to be the champs. It's not just the tag team titles that are up for grabs, guys. The stakes, it just rose a little bit. We will tell you when it is too much. This is Vegas. Why don't we see who the most dominant team is? And the single way that can stop Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H. We're going to take Triple H and Austin, and we're going to show them what it's like to be a badass. Brothers of Destruction. What you see is the two most dominant men in the World Wrestling Federation today. Seeing the reign of dead men walking. This is a legend. What don't we see who the most dominant team?
Oh, hi, sweetie. Nancy, you saw you. You good? Hope you're doing good. It's all about the game and how you play. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Oh, that's good. Yeah, after this is over, I'll probably be hopping on a movie. Did you eat? Hopefully you eat. Make sure you eat some dinner. I'll make sure I eat too. I'll figure out what I want to eat first. Oh, I will. Oh, I will. Smart house. Imagine smart house. On what?
There's never been a WWE Tag Team Champion for a team roster successful night. The game will be with the second man and WWE.
Okay. I hope you're enjoying it.
Team champion, the other, Shawn Michaels. Well, you know what they say? It's what the song says. It's all about the game.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. watch the movie. Not too late. Yeah, 11 p.m. I'll be back on Snapchat, but I could be on early. It all depends on the show and how it goes tonight. Love you, I love you. Stone cold, stone cold, stone cold, stone cold. I love you too, that smile. Hey, I'm happy today for I don't know for a reason I'm happy. Some days I have my good, some days it makes my day better. Hey, I try. I try. Boom! King! On that on. Oh, thanks. Eh, ever since I've been doing these videos, they've been going up. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Man, that's my favorite song. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. The Undertaker. Bye, sweetie. I'll see you later.
impatient here as Stone Cold in the game. And here comes the game back in the ring. And met by the Undertaker, big right hand. And I think the game took one right on the nose. And that could be fatal. Both teams will walk through hell barefoot to win this match, I tell you.
Dictate the pace here. The advantage to me, the advantage to go to either team. You can say that Austin and Triple H don't have the experience of the team. They have to take their team have together. But then again, neither Austin nor Triple H have a damaged left arm the way Kane does.
There's a lot of ironies in this matchup. The Undertaker Kane now. Their patience has run out. As they are now retrieving the opposition. The Undertaker Kane hammering Stone Cold and Triple H and Austin knocked down with a thunderous right hand by the American Badass.
They tried to walk off and say, nope, we ain't doing this match.
This is what they call for all the marbles.
The game looking to become a tag champion for the first time. And ironically enough, look out here. Okay, drops it. Goes down stickers. Catches again. Place right from our table. As the Undertaker hits Austin back to the ring. And the Undertaker right near Austin with a big supers. And Kane has head. Bounces off our table as the game rolls back in the ring.
Did you see the size of that man up close?
Undertaker now has Austin here on the outside. With a right hand. And back on the inside. Brings held upstairs. And choked by Kane. Bad arm and all. And now Austin goes to the right. Kane's injured arm. Holding up. Kane's got that arm locked in apparently. Now why is that in? You can tell the arm. I know the hit with Manny's fault. Hit with Manny.
Pretty defensive about it, isn't he?
And he should be.
Especially to Pariah in the ring with him. Like Austin's Triple H.
So it is Triple H and Kane now as this match finally gets settled into a one-on-one situation. As far as this tag team match is concerned, Kane essentially fighting, at least we think, with one arm basically, Paul.
But it's more than just a tag team match, more than just a tag team title match. The
And one of the ironies of this matchup is that the Undertaker has been a tag team champion with both Austin and Kane. And last year at Backlash, it was Stone Cold, you remember, who cost Triple H the WWE title against his now suspended Rock.
a lot of history, a lot of bad blood amongst all four of these men. But every championship is on the line. It's all on the line in this one single match.
Kane was coming with right hands as best he could, and the game got in there with a shot on the elbow and one knockdown by Kane, almost taking the game out of his boots.
But notice how closely Kane keeps it on the line.
Austin wanted Kane before Kane could make the tag. But that's got the way it's going to be. And look at the rattlesnake begging up from the American Badass.
Did you ever think you'd see the day that Steve Austin was actually showing here?
Austin told him, and now the Undertaker pulled the page on Austin's book and stuck in the mouth of the rattlesnake. And boy, don't turn the rock here dry. Right to the eyes by Austin. The WWF title on the line. Every time Austin's in there, you got to think about the WWF title.
Do you think Austin was really afraid, or do you think he was just playing caution?
Well, knowing the rattlesnake, I don't know if he's afraid of anything. But then again, the Undertaker's got. The Undertaker opened up on Austin. Those elbows right to the temple. And now the WWF champion ran being manhandled by the Undertaker. You talk about pillar to post. Four Irish whips. Austin is almost, he is down. And also, Austin wants to make friends. He don't trust anybody.
Well, if there's one man in life to fear, it's the Undertaker.
You're damn right about that. The backstage backstabbing rattlesnake ain't gonna get no handshake from the Undertaker, but they get a right hand to the face from Kane, and Kane is begging for the tag.
And Undertaker won't give it to him. Undertaker will not, and he does.
Reluctantly, the Undertaker makes the tag to Kane.
But only once Undertaker has the advantage. Look at this, a kick right to the face of Stone Cold Steve Austin. But here's the big story. The only time Undertaker tagged his brother was when he had the advantage.
Right now, look at that arm. Got the clothesline instead to Kane in a tremendous amount of pain. Makes the tag to his brother, the Undertaker. Kane rolling out to the floor. Got to get some circulation back in that arm. Triple H got the tag. He's got a right hand. He got tagged all right. Did the game. Another hammering shot by the Undertaker. Oh. Triple H again, his Intercontinental title on the line. When you see him in the match, like he is now, his Intercontinental title at stake. And of course, the Undertaker and Kane's tag titles at stake at all times. Arm wringer.
He's going up.
The old school here.
The Undertaker walking the ropes.
Unbelievable balance for a man that's about 7 under 7 feet and is well over 300 pounds. Also came in illegally and got scoop slammed. And now Austin's going to get a taste of what Triple H is dying on.
6'10", 325, and locking the top rope.
The Twin Towers of Doom, The Undertaker and Kane, literally asserting themselves and manhandling the WWF and Intercontinental Champion. I may be biased, I probably am, but that's the way it is. Right now, The Undertaker and Kane are by God dominant.
I'm glad you admit it. I'm glad you admit that you're biased. And now Kane attacks Austin and Triple H from behind.
He wasn't biased, he knocked them both down. Then Kane. Kane, I don't know who's living, is Austin or Triple H. I don't think it matters to the Brothers of Destruction. Here goes. Undertaker looking to pull Austin away, and Triple H frantically lost some separation with a heavy right hand. Now Austin, a clubbing blow to the back of the head of the Undertaker. And the two-man power trip. The game and the rattlesnake sweeping away at the Undertaker. Undertaker in the wrong part of town, in the corner of the WWF and Intercontinental Champion.
When it comes to the Undertaker's yard, it's that corner that can be best described as Death Valley.
Hard clothesline by Austin, taking the 320-pounder down. Undertaker face again, bouncing off our table. Here comes Kane around, and the referee having trouble restraining Kane. But in the meantime, the Undertaker's being physically dissected by both Austin and the Game.
You have to admire the teamwork of Austin and Triple H here. I didn't think they could put it together this well, this fast.
Well, these two men are obviously on the same page. Got to make Mr. McMahon happy, who's not had a happy night since his son Shane won the last man standing matchup. I couldn't. Triple H is now Mr. McMahon's only son. That's pretty pathetic.
And how proud Mr. McMahon must be of Triple H.
Shots by the Game. Intercontinental Champion. A tape right hand. Measuring the Undertaker's head, snapping back from the velocity of those shots, and a cheap shot by that backstabbing rattlesnake on the outside.
Well, now the backstabbing rattlesnake is a smart game plan, knocking down the Undertaker, cutting him down the sides in Austin and Triple H's corner.
And with Kane already hurt with that elbow that we talked about, they've documented. Now the Undertaker has been isolated. It's like fresh meat to the WWF and Intercontinental Champions. Hard right into fighting. Well, he's got to get out corner. The American Badass in a street fight here. Knocking Austin down on the apron. Trying to regain the advantage. But not this time. The facebuster caught the Undertaker. Irish whip far side. DDT! An DDT! But the Undertaker got covered. We can have an Intercontinental Champion here. Big time DDT.
But can he cover? Can he take advantage? Can he capitalize on the situation?
Not this time. Not this time for the Undertaker. But does he want to make the tag? That's the question. He didn't earlier.
What's he doing?
Undertaker concerned about his brother's elbow. And he did not make the tag. And off to the cheap shot on Kane. After knocking down Kane's brother, the Undertaker. Here comes Kane back in the right hand. Lynching Paul Austin. But falls to the left back's press. With one hand, Austin's got the Undertaker down. Tag team titles now in real jeopardy.
So you're telling me that the Undertaker is taking
In so many words, that's exactly what's going on. The game trying to get involved. Got a kick to the face. Austin's going for the line. Triple H now. That man going downstairs. And knocked down. Austin knocked down on the clothesline. And so does the Undertaker. He goes down his way.
and he needs to make the tag. The Undertaker needs to make the tag right here.
Kane tagged himself in. Kane tagged himself in the match. Kane with the right hand. Big block. Down goes the WWE champion. Down goes the Intercontinental champion. And the Big Red Machine now. With one arm. Here with Austin and Triple H. All they can handle. The sidewalk slam. Austin's WWE title at stake here. It is in jeopardy. The Big Red Machine is going to fly.
I don't know how he's going to do it.
On the other side, the clothesline. There goes the champion. Oh my God. Oh no! And then came the Intercontinental champion. Kane will not be denied. One arm and not. Oh, and the game got a shot in. Right on that elbow. A hard shot fall. Right on the elbow.
Austin and Triple H are exploiting the only weakness that they can find on Kane.
Austin trying to exchange the right hands with Kane, but to no avail. The WWE champion reverses the Big Red Machine, looking for the stunt. But Kane comes back with a reverse elbow. He's only got one arm, as we said. Triple H and Austin taking a hell of a beating here. At the hands of a rejuvenated Big Red Machine who's got to be just writhing in pain. Austin, hardbar takedown, a modified version, torquing that elbow of Kane.
Stone Cold, go ahead. You want to say it? I'll say it for you. Stone Cold sold his soul for the WWE title. You don't think he's going to allow that title to be placed in jeopardy, do you?
Austin ripping at that elbow, that padding. And that is the focus down here. Kane tagged himself in, much to the chagrin of his brother, The Undertaker. And that may be the last time we see The Undertaker officially in this match. If I know Austin and Triple H as well as we both do.
The Undertaker did not want to tag his brother in. Can you honestly see this happening before your eyes? Do you think The Undertaker has a heart?
I think yes. He's a human being. He's a big, tough, rugged human being, but he's got a heart. And so does his brother Kane. Kane may be a monster. He may have monster-like tendencies, but he's a human being with flesh and blood, and that arm is killing him right now. A lesser man wouldn't even be here competing with him. Austin got that steel chair. No, my God. Austin is running that chair. One on Kane's injured elbow. And Austin running away from The Undertaker. But it's now giving Austin more reason to run because The Undertaker's got that steel chair. He's been unarmed. Wait a minute. They're getting now.
Like a shark in
Man, they're working on that on bed too.
And now the Kane reaching in on that elbow with all of the great leverage, great technique by the game. It's a legal assassin. And now using his knee as a post to try to high priest in that elbow. Which we saw earlier in the ultimate submission match with him walking angle.
It's all about leverage. It's all about positioning. And tonight, to me, it looks like it's all about the game.
Kane falling back. Giving us all he's got. The big red machine. Uploaded quick. And the tag made. The WWF champion back in. Stomping away. And not the head, not the shoulder, not the knees, but that left elbow. And now the right hands. Hard rights. Stunning Kane. Also that sadistic. So outside it says 7-3-16. And Kane counters. Kane got no time. But before Kane can do too much damage, the game comes in and saves Austin's axe.
And saves their chance for the WWF Tag Team Championship. This match is about the gold. This match is about the championship. It's about who is truly the dominating team, the dominating duo in the World Wrestling Federation.
Also that wide base. Ready for the twist on that elbow. Also trying to take it. You look at your TV from left to right. We're trying to take the elbow and Kane back up to a vertical base, scoring with the only thing he's got right now, and that's a right hand. And now this Kane's not fire as useless, couldn't finish the maneuver, but Austin finished Kane right there by driving Kane elbow, arm first, left side into the turnbuckles.
Well, you're looking for mercy from Austin, you're not going to find it.
I know that.
He's a merciless individual. But then again, so is Triple H. Again, applying pressure on the arm.
Triple H that cheap shot, backing away from the Undertaker. And the Undertaker got a shot in on Austin, but the Undertaker needs to be in that corner because Kane is, the Undertaker's got to get a tag. If not, it just may be a matter of time before Kane can't compete anymore.
And then we will have new WWF Tag Team Champions. Can you imagine the power that Mr. McMahon will have if he has in his control the WWF title, the Intercontinental title, and the WWF Tag Team Championship?
Great leverage applied in a modified overhand wrist lock because the wrist is not the focus here. It's the elbow of Kane. Kane now is suffering. And the Kane has got to be riveted through Kane's body like a shock of electricity every time that elbow is punished. And look at Kane's power fighting back up. And Triple H using again leverage, but Kane won't stay down. Like Double Kane won't stay down and send Triple H for a ride with one arm.
And Kane is so close to the tag, and yet he's so far away.
Kane's got to make a tag here. This is best chance he's had in a long minute. Triple H pulling the Undertaker away from the corner, and they'll also pull Kane to the center of the ring. The cheap shot by the game prevented the tag. Austin seizing the moment, making sure that Kane was brought back out away from Kane in the Undertaker's corner.
I am so impressed with Austin and Triple H. They have come together so well. They are such a well-oiled machine, and they've only been a team now for less than a month.
Well, they're a hell of a team. There's no doubt about that. They're a hell of a team. They're just two miserable son of a...
Right, but they are the Intercontinental and the Federation
I
champions.
know what they are. Kane trying to manhandle Austin, but again, Austin. A short suplex in there. Nothing else. This constant separation. Getting driven some of the air out of Kane. But Kane again is in a corner that he does not want to be in. It is not a neutral corner. certainly not Kane's corner. It is the one corner that you want to stay out of if you're Kane and the Undertaker.
And Triple H is going up. The pace being dictated by Austin and Triple H.
Kane is like a wounded animal. Gonna put up out of desperation, out of self-preservation, and stuck him right in Triple H's face.
Kane is surviving on instincts alone. But he's a long way from his corner.
The Undertaker definitely wants his brother to tag him in. Austin gets a tag. Kane was barely able to fight his way back up. Austin catching the sleeper, but not for long. One arm, Kane! Dropping Austin's sound in that suplex. Austin tried to sleep. Kane threw to the headlock. And then usually gets Austin.
But Kane has to make the tag or this match is over.
Austin makes the tag to the game. Picking Kane up. Picking Kane down. Single leg tip out. And now drop the knee into that quadricep muscle. But that'll not be the focus. Kane brought back up to his feet. How much more punishment can any human being? Kane, the Undertaker, remember, how much more can he take? And the game looking for the pedigree. They got it. Kane just got pedigree. And Triple H, not going for the cover, tags in the WWE champion. And it's Austin going for the cover. And the Undertaker came in and shot at Austin's head. I don't understand why the game didn't go for the cover. Oh, look at it. Choke slam. Undertaker got the choke slam in on the WWE champion. It came to make the cover. We got a new WWE champion.
And meanwhile, the $1 billion princess, Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, has had her distracted.
Stephanie.
He just shut down Mr. McMahon's corner.
There's a cover. There's a cover.
Triple H didn't care.
Kane had to count away from winning the WWE title with one arm.
But Kane has no leverage. Kane cannot beat out Austin. He can't hook the leg. And now Triple H comes back into the game.
Another tag. Austin in the game, make the exchange. And Kane to the ends of girl. And Triple H ran right into the bitch. Kane's got to make a tag here. Referee having a hit right in the face. Kane has punched his corner. Kane is Kane made the tag. I'm not so sure the referee saw it, but Kane did make the tag. And the Undertaker opening up on Austin, opening up on the game. Triple H a legal man here. The Undertaker, manhandled, single-handedly beating down the Intercontinental Champion. And Austin got to the corner. Those huge body shots on the WWE champion. Undertaker, when bodies on Firefly.
He's taking on the Undertaker. Taking on Ultimate Triple H all by himself.
Austin knocked out Son. Undertaker. Gonna get the game. Oh my God.
Let's ride.
Jesus. God almighty. That's right.
Back is on the legal man. The Undertaker is not the legal man.
Come on.
He cannot win the Intercontinental Championship if he's not the legal man.
The referee did not see the tag apparently. That's all I can figure. And Austin from behind. And a long blow for Austin. The starter on Kane. Austin, the illegal man, with a low blow of the Undertaker, caught the starter on Kane. But Austin's not the legal man either. I think it's Triple H and Kane. A referee on the outside, and so are the Undertaker. And Austin, wait a minute. Stephanie gave her husband one of those title belts, those championship belts. Austin knocked over the railing by the Undertaker. stand. Triple H took the last ride. He's barely able to stand. And Triple H is going to win. And he got right back in his face. So after all this, are you going to tell me that Kane is going to beat the game for the Intercontinental title here? And the princess is in the ring. Oh, God! For the love of God, Kane kicks Stephanie right in the face. And there's victory land with a sledgehammer. Wait a minute. Oh, the outlaw. The sledgehammer. Victory land is going for the ride. If the game's going to sledgehammer. Power in the hand. Oh, my God. Big man. Going the referee. Give the referee up. A sledgehammer. It came to hell. No. No, 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 damn it. No. Champion. But they have it. They have the goal. Are there Triple H are the new WWE Tag Team Champions? The two-man power trip have all the gold. But by God, if the Undertaker's got a front in his body, there's going to be some serious hell to pay. Somebody's going to get hurt back. Somebody's going to get their ass kicked.
So, 2001 SmackDown 2000.
Yeah, put me in a sledgehammer. And look at this. It's the 50th Sunderland for the impact sledgehammer for the injured elbow, okay? And then this is come back with a sledgehammer. Hitting Kane right in the head. He did not. Kicking the patient in the ring. Did he have a front elbow? He's a former tag team champion. All I can say is that Austin and Triple H got a big accident coming. There's going to be some serious hell to pay.
Alright, guys, if you like what you see, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell on, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love this. Next episode, we will be on. Hold on. We'll be on 2002. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. It's called. See if I can find it. On Disney.